Greetings. In this podcast, I'll be talking about the significance of the penny in the Canadian environment and why it should not be removed. In other words, why it should be unremoved. The penny is a different type of coin. It it was born into a dynasty where it couldn't just live on. It must have been it had to have been just destroyed. And I'd really like to elaborate on this because the penny didn't didn't really know it was coming. I mean, you're basically talking to someone from in a 2D environment, from a 3D environment. You can't just expect them to have the same sort of consciousness as you do, and people just didn't assume that out of the penny, and it really was just a sad to really think about because you have the penny and it was just born into a world where like people just didn't need it, and for that reason I really don't think that we should get rid of the penny. I know it costs money to produce it, but you know what else it costs money to produce? Money. And if you're just going to discriminate against something like a penny, then I really don't think you should do that. It just doesn't make sense. For another reason is pennies are the only coin that are a different color. And you know what getting rid of the penny is? You're discriminating against blacks, and it's not very nice. It's not something I enjoy to see, and I just don't think you should get rid of the penny. I mean, look at this: the dime, the nickel, the quarter, the quarter. They're all white, and the penny is black. And I don't think you guys realize the significance of this. Oh, I accidentally joined the call. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm sorry about that. I joined the call back. So the penny is something else to us, and just because it's different does not mean that we should just get rid of it. I mean, people that are different fit in all the time. Have you seen um, have you seen blacks in our society fitting in with whites? Of course. But why can't the penny do that? By removing the penny, you are racist towards black people, and I really don't want to see that. I don't want to see, even if it's their true nature, even if it's any of that, I really just don't want to see it. And I know it's important. I know it's so. I know you want to see it. I know it's not significant. I really think you guys should reconsider because, but you're really just hurting a minority. You're hurting all the minorities in the world, and I really don't think you should do that. The penny is a very significant person, and I don't think without any jurisdictional law we should just remove it. That's of course that's my opinion, but I still don't think that is a good idea due to all the circumstances that I've previously mentioned in this podcast. Last things last, I don't condone the discrimination of pennies. When someone says, "Oh, this penny is useless," I don't think of it as that. I think of it as a new opportunity, your first penny of many in a journey to become a billionaire or a trillionaire. It should be a significant landmark where you start. And if you're gonna remove that, where will we start? Start with 5 cents? No, that doesn't make sense. You start at 1. You start at 1. You don't just skip to 5. Are you born 5 years old? No. You're born when you are 1 years old. You are born at 1. Your first year, your first second, your first nanosecond on Earth is when you are 1 years old. So I really don't think that you should just be discriminating and removing the penny. I've said enough for this talk, and I really hope everyone listens to my feedback, and have a great